And from that report, we shall be crossing over to Sarova Stanley Hotel, whereby the launch of the Kenya Economic Report 2022 is underway. Our reporter, Carol Jenga, with more details. Carol.
Thank you, Jackie Wambiru. We are coming live to you from Sarova Stanley here in Nairobi, and we are at the launch of the Economic Report 2022 that has just recently been launched by the Kenya Institute of Public Policy Research and Analysis, detailing what are the various sectors that need to be looked at or that performed better in the last financial year, and also giving out the areas that need to be looked at in this financial year. And to expound more on this, we have the Executive Director for KIPRA, that is Rose Ngugi, to tell us which are the key highlights that came out boldly in this Economic Report 2022. If you can just join us, Rose, maybe you can share with us the highlights of this Economic Report.
Thank you very much. As indicated, my name is Rose Ngugi. I'm the Executive Director, Kenya Institute for Public Policy Research and Analysis, KIPRA. And today we were launching our flagship report, Kenya Economic Report 2022. The theme for this report is building resilience and sustainable economic development for Kenya. And the reason why we chose this theme is because when we started preparing the report, we were just coming from the COVID-19 situation, and I think we were going into a drought situation. And of course, as we were finalizing the report, the Ukraine-Russian war was coming in. And so the key question we were asking ourselves is, how do you sustain a recovery process when you are hit by multiple shocks, which are very close to one another? So we looked at key sectors that were of interest to us, and one of them relates to agriculture. Agriculture saved our economy in 2020 when the COVID-19 came in, yeah? But in 2021, with the drought situation, yeah, the agricultural sector contracted, yeah, and it is still even now contracting. So when you look at it, given the contribution it makes to GDP, which is about a third, yeah, it means that any shock happening to agriculture is very, very crucial. At the moment, everybody is talking about the cost of living. Inflation is going high, and the key issue for inflation is actually food inflation. If we are able to focus attention on agriculture to enhance productivity, to bring in new technology, climate smart practices, and also to do irrigation, yeah, this would help to enhance food production, and I feel that matters of food scarcity in the country and therefore food inflation will be something of the past.
I've seen also in the report you've talked about manufacturing, digital economy, as well as the creative sector and also the science and technology. Maybe you can expound a little bit about those sectors and how they are key contributors to the growth of our economy.
Yeah, talking about manufacturing, you know that with the MTP3 that is coming to an end, yeah, the target was to see that manufacturing increases its contribution to GDP to 15%. But currently we are still below 10%, yeah. Manufacturing sector is very critical in development process because it has a wider multiplier effect. It helps to absorb excess labor from the agricultural sector, but our manufacturing is vulnerable. It's vulnerable because a significant proportion of the farms are MSCs. MSCs have low capacity for resilience because of the kind of technology that they have, the kind of business environment that they find themselves, and even the kind of products that they are producing. Yeah. because a lot of manufacturing is agro-based. So anytime agricultural sector goes down, then manufacturing goes down. Yeah. So our key concern is how we can move, first of all, from low technology to medium to high technology, so that we can find our niche. But also secondly is how we can support the MSCs, yeah? And we are very happy that we now have a state department that is focusing attention on MSCs, yeah? Because that would help to enhance their capability. The other sector that we have looked at is creative economy. Creative economy was hit very hard, yeah? It's like we stopped laughing, yeah, during the COVID time, yeah. But you see, it gives income to a very big population, and a lot of them are the youth, yeah. The opportunities that are there in creative, we have not even tackled, I would say, even 10% of it, yeah. So we are very happy that the new government is actually focusing on creative economy, because it's one of the areas that we are looking at, since it has it has the ability to really drive inclusive development, because creative economy touches the soft heart, yeah? The soft spot of every one of us, yeah? It helps us to interact, and therefore there's a lot that can be done.
Dr. Rose, let me cut you short because of time. I know we are being pressed with time. Maybe you can tell us, with the support from the government for the creative sector, also the manufacturing, are we likely to see a bounce back in the economic growth? Because we saw 7.5% growth in 2021. What is the likely projection for the economic growth this year?
The projection that we have for this year is about 6%, yeah? And it's 6% because of agriculture. Until we are able to deal with relying on rain-fed agriculture, if we are able to enhance irrigated, yeah, it means that we don't have to put ourselves vulnerable to drought situation. So this is what would actually help us to move forward.
Thank you so much. That has been Dr. Rose Ngugi, who is the Executive Director for KIPRA, just breaking down for us what this economic report is all about. And you'll have a chance also during the 9 p.m. bulletin, as I break it down as well for you, and I give you more details story later on. Back to you in studio, Jackie Wambiru.